The sinister truth behind why you can't remember your dreams sparkles Buddhist teachings. The truth about dreams you're not supposed to remember. What if forgetting your dreams isn't normal? What if it's designed? We've been told that dreams are random, meaningless, just the brain doing cleanup. But what if that's the biggest lie of all? According to ancient Buddhist teachings, some dreams are not dreams at all. They are messages, whispers from your subconscious, or even glimpses of a deeper spiritual realm. And the reason you can't remember them? It's not because your mind is weak. It's because something, inside you or around you, is blocking the truth. In this video, we'll uncover the disturbing and almost forbidden truth about why most people wake up spiritually blind every single morning. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. If you've ever woken up with the strange sense that something profound happened in the night, but couldn't recall a thing, you're not imagining it. You're being kept from it. Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, you'll learn how to break this invisible wall and access the hidden wisdom waiting on the other side of sleep. 1. Forgotten dreams. Whispers lost in the noise. Have you ever felt like a dream was trying to tell you something, but it slipped through your fingers the moment you woke up? Like a whisper in the dark, just out of reach. Most people shrug it off. They say, it's just a dream. But what if that was never true? According to Buddhist psychology, dreams are not just mental static. They are reflections, sometimes even revelations, about our emotional state, our unresolved karma, and our spiritual path. When we forget them, we're not just losing sleep stories. We're losing messages from the deepest layers of our being. But here's the truth most won't tell you. There are forces, both internal and external, that don't want you to hear those messages. The Buddha once said, "Just as a candle cannot burn without fire, men cannot live without a spiritual life." Yet in modern life, that spiritual flame is dimmed by noise, endless distraction, chronic stress, digital overload. This noise doesn't just keep you busy during the day. It follows you into sleep. It clouds your dreams. It silences the signals your subconscious is trying to send. And more dangerously, it convinces you that nothing important was lost. But imagine, just for a moment, if every dream you forgot was actually a doorway to healing, to clarity, to a deeper knowing of who you truly are. And someone locked that door from the inside. The question is, are you ready to find the key? In the next segment, we'll explore a mind-bending truth. What if your soul leaves your body every night, and you've simply forgotten where it went? Stay with me, because the next part might just shift your understanding of sleep forever. 2. Astral projection. When the soul leaves the body. You may think your body rests when you sleep. But what if something far more extraordinary is happening? What if your soul is traveling, detaching from your physical body and exploring realms you've never consciously seen? This isn't science fiction. It's called astral projection, an ancient concept described not just in Eastern spiritual texts, but also echoed in near-death experiences, deep meditation reports, and thousands of first-hand accounts across the world. Unlike ordinary dreams that flicker and vanish, astral projection feels intensely real. People describe it as floating above their body, seeing their room from above, even flying to places they've never visited in waking life. Others speak of encounters with beings of light, ancestral spirits, or even divine guides. Some feel a peace so profound that it stays with them for days. Others return with insights that solve problems they've wrestled with for years. But here's the twist. Most people don't experience astral projection consciously, and those who do often forget it ever happened. Why? Because there is a veil. Not a physical one, but an energetic, emotional, spiritual veil made of fear, distraction, and disbelief. Buddhism teaches that attachment to form, to body, identity, and sensory reality limits our awareness of subtle realms. When the soul begins to rise, the subconscious, afraid of the unknown, pulls it back like a frightened child clinging to familiarity. And this explains the strange phenomenon you may have experienced. That sudden falling feeling just as you're about to drift into sleep. Have you felt that jolt? That wasn't just a muscle twitch. That was your soul testing the edge of the veil. And your mind saying, "You're not ready yet." But what if you could be? What if you could train your mind not to fear that moment, but to embrace it? Because if you could cross that threshold consciously, you might discover worlds within worlds, and find pieces of yourself you didn't know were missing. In the next chapter, we'll reveal the hidden reason why your memories of these journeys vanish, and how to reclaim them. Because remembering isn't just nostalgia, it's a return to your own spiritual truth. 3. The veil of forgetting. Why you don't remember your soul's journey. You may have traveled across realms last night, but this morning, you remember nothing. Why? The answer isn't just, you forgot. The truth is more unsettling. You were made to forget. In Buddhist psychology, the mind is both a gateway and a gatekeeper. And when something feels too unfamiliar, too vast, or too not of this world, the subconscious reacts like a protective parent, shutting the door before you can see what's behind it. That protection is the veil of forgetting. It's a defense mechanism, but it's also a prison. Have you ever woken up with the intense feeling that something happened while you slept? But no matter how hard you try, you can't remember what? That's the veil at work. It's not just internal, either. The external world, our environments, our emotional stress, the energetic clutter we carry, can create a fog that dims the memory of these journeys. Like static on a radio, preventing a clear signal. Buddhism teaches that everything is vibration. And when the body is heavy with fear, anxiety, or unresolved emotion, the soul cannot fully ascend, nor can it bring back the clarity of what it touched. And so, we wake up feeling haunted by something just beyond reach. Have you ever experienced déjà vu? So vivid you felt like you were reliving a moment? That, too, may be the echo of a journey forgotten. Because when memories of astral projection are fragmented or blocked, they don't disappear. They seep through the cracks, in symbols, in feelings, in strange dreams that don't quite make sense in our waking logic. But here's the revelation. This forgetfulness is not permanent. It can be reversed. You can lift the veil. You can begin to remember, not just dreams, but truths your soul has already witnessed. In the next part, we'll explore the exact practices that ancient wisdom and modern consciousness research recommend to begin remembering, restoring, and reclaiming your spiritual memories. Because forgetting isn't the end. It's the beginning of the search. 4. Unlocking the memories. Practices to remember your soul's journey. You don't need special powers. You don't need a guru or a lifetime in a monastery. What you need is willingness and a few powerful tools. Because remembering your soul's journey is not a matter of luck. It's a matter of preparation. Buddhist and yogic traditions teach us that the mind before sleep is the gateway. What you carry into that final moment, your thoughts, emotions, intentions, becomes the energy you take with you into other realms. So let's begin there. 1. Meditation before sleep. Not just any meditation. One with intention. Think of it as cleaning the lens through which your soul will see. Sit quietly, close your eyes, and breathe. Let go of the noise of the day. Visualize light filling your body, dissolving stress, clearing emotional clutter. Then, softly repeat an intention. Tonight, I remember my journey. I welcome clarity and truth into my dreams. This isn't about forcing results. It's about creating space, a calm field where memory can take root. 2. The Dream Journal. Simple, but transformative. Keep it beside your bed. The moment you wake up, before checking your phone, before moving too much, write down everything. Images, feelings, fragments. Even if it makes no sense. Why? Because the act of writing anchors the fading memory. It tells your mind, this matters. And over time, your mind listens. What begins as scattered images slowly becomes a map, a storyline, revealing patterns and guidance that were always there, just hidden in sleep's shadows. 3. Crystals and energy tools. In the Tibetan tradition, the environment you sleep in matters deeply. Your bedroom is a sacred space, not just a resting spot. Crystals like amethyst and clear quartz have long been used to elevate energy and protect the subtle body. Placing them under your pillow or beside your bed can create a vibrational field that clears lower energies and supports spiritual recall. Think of them as tuning forks, helping your soul stay on frequency as it travels, and return with clarity. 4. Affirmations as reprogramming. Your last words before sleep become seeds planted in the subconscious. So plant wisely. Repeat, either aloud or in your heart. I remember my dreams and spiritual journeys. I am open to messages from beyond. I trust my soul to guide me. Like watering a garden, these affirmations reshape your inner landscape, bit by bit, until remembering becomes natural, not rare. You don't need to do all of this at once. Start with 1. Try it for a week. Because these are not tricks, they are trainings. Trainings in stillness, in trust, in tuning back into the part of you that never sleeps. And when you start remembering, don't be surprised if your dreams no longer feel like fiction, but like truth you were meant to reclaim. In the next chapter, we'll go deeper. How can you not only remember these realms, but begin to consciously explore them? What if you could enter your dreams awake and shape what happens? That's where we go next. 5. Lucid dreaming. Walking awake through the dream world. What if you could wake up inside your dream? Not just drift through it, but know in the moment that you're dreaming. And more than that, take control. This is the phenomenon of lucid dreaming. And for those walking a spiritual path, it's not just fascinating, it's transformational. Because in a lucid dream, you are no longer a passive observer. You become the creator. You can ask questions, seek answers, fly, visit other dimensions, even meet guides, ancestors, or your higher self. Think about it. What would you ask if you could step into your dream tonight with full awareness? Buddhist and Tibetan dream yoga masters have practiced this for centuries, not for entertainment, but as a tool for awakening. Because the dream world is a mirror of the mind, and when you can master yourself within it, you begin to master the mind itself. So how do you enter this state? 1. Reality checks during the day. Make it a habit to pause and ask, am I dreaming? Look at your hands. Read a piece of text, then look again. In dreams, details often shift. By building this habit during waking life, you carry it into dreams, until one night, the question clicks. And suddenly, you're lucid. 2. Mild, mnemonic induction of lucid dreams. Before sleep, tell yourself, tonight, I will realize I'm dreaming. Repeat it like a mantra. Imagine yourself becoming aware in a dream. Feel the excitement. This focused intention trains the mind to recognize dream state clues and respond with lucidity. 3. Deep relaxation and visualization. As you lie in bed, breathe slowly. Relax your entire body. Then, imagine your dream body gently lifting, detaching from the physical. Visualize a scene you want to enter, a sacred temple, a forest of light, a starlit sky. Let this become the first scene of your dream. This is not fantasy. It's conscious creation, the beginning of dream mastery. Lucid dreaming is more than a trick. It's a training ground for the soul. And once you can wake up inside your dreams, you start to wake up inside your life. Because the mind that realizes it's dreaming can also realize this world too is impermanent. This moment too is a kind of dream. And that realization, that the dreamer and the dream are not separate, that's where liberation begins. Next, we'll return to where we started. Why all of this matters. How remembering, exploring, and awakening within these inner realms can heal your life and reveal your soul's true path. 6. The gifts of the dream world. Healing, purpose, and peace. Why go through all this effort, remembering dreams, practicing meditation, learning to lucid dream? Because what lies on the other side is more than mystery. It's medicine. For many who walk this path, the dream world becomes a sacred space of healing, of self-discovery, of soul remembering. Have you ever woken from a dream and felt, without logic or reason, that you've been given an answer? That a burden had lifted? That something in you shifted? That's not random. That's the soul doing its quiet work, unfolding truths the waking mind isn't always ready to face directly. Buddhism reminds us, all that we are is the result of what we have thought. Even in dreams, thought is creation. Emotion is movement. What we experience in that space can ripple deeply into waking life, healing old wounds. In dreams, we may meet people we've lost, or parts of ourselves we abandoned. In astral journeys, we may encounter loving beings who offer comfort, insight, or closure. These experiences bring healing not just emotionally, but energetically, breaking karmic patterns, softening grief, and opening the heart. Discovering purpose. When we access deeper levels of consciousness, we begin to see the map beneath the surface of life. We understand why certain patterns repeat. We glimpse our soul's purpose, not as a vague idea, but as a felt truth. Clarity comes, and with it, courage, dissolving the fear of death. Perhaps the most profound gift of spiritual dreaming is this. It rewires your relationship with mortality. When you experience life beyond the body, when you remember floating, visiting, learning without a physical shell, you realize something. You are not your body. You never were. And when that truth settles in your bones, the fear of endings fades. You start to live with more boldness, more gentleness, more trust, deepening connection. The more you explore these inner dimensions, the more you feel it, that everything is connected, that we are not separate. People, places, lessons, all woven in a larger web. And that awareness brings peace. The kind of peace that doesn't depend on circumstances, but grows from within. And as you change, your world changes. You begin to attract new kinds of people. Synchronicities unfold. You vibrate differently, and life responds in kind. So this is not just about dreams. It's about remembering who you are, beneath the noise. It's about waking up, on every level. And now, the only question left is, are you ready to walk that path? Because your soul is already calling. It has been. Every night. Tonight, maybe, you'll finally hear it. Conclusion. Awaken the soul, one dream at a time. You've just journeyed through ideas that most people never dare to explore. Dreams as portals, the soul as a traveler, memory as the bridge between worlds. This isn't fantasy. This is the forgotten wisdom your inner being has always known. So what's the next step? It's simple, but not easy. Stay curious, practice gently, and listen deeply. Tonight, before you sleep, pause. Let go of the day's weight. Breathe. Set an intention. I am open to receiving. I am ready to remember. And then, listen. To the silence. To the dream. To the part of you that's always been awake, even in the darkest night. Because this journey doesn't end with one video or one technique. It unfolds, night by night, layer by layer, until what felt hidden becomes familiar, and what once frightened you becomes sacred. You are not here by accident. If you've made it this far, something in your soul is stirring. Honor that. Share what you've learned. Talk about your dreams. Write them down. Help others remember too, because we are all walking each other home. And if you'd like to go deeper into this path, to explore Buddhist wisdom, emotional healing, and the mysteries of the inner world, subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell, and stay with us. There's more to uncover, more to remember, more to become. We'll see you in the dream.